Welcome to Wavemaker's Audio Plays. I'm your host, Hilarie Mukavitz. Every month we bring you a brand new audio play. Here's how it works. This past June, all of our writing teams were given 4 weeks to write a 15 to 30-minute audio play for a team of 3 actors. Each writer was given a sound prompt and a setting they had to use in their script. We have a spooky audio play for October. The setting was haunted house and this sound effect. The actors are Patience Weinberger, Cassidy Mertzig, and Michael Rushline. Snuggle down on the couch, or maybe hide behind it, and enjoy Precious Hauntings by Hilarie Mukavitz.
Zoe, I'm so happy we could finally have some time to get together and talk over a nice meal.
Me too. I'd like to propose a toast. To you, Jen, and to a profitable partnership at Precious Hauntings Real Estate. Jen, you probably already know that I'm a bit of a Genevieve Xavier fangirl. However, I'm curious, how did you start selling haunted houses? I mean, I used to watch your annual specials on the HGTV network every October, but you never really mentioned your origin story.
I suppose not. Being a little mysterious is sort of part of my brand. It started a little over 20 years ago. I had just gotten into the business. You know how competitive it can be. I was making enough sales to get by, but it was really slow. Then I started noticing there was one house in particular, the old Whitehurst Manor, that just wasn't selling. It was listed as haunted. I'd never been to a haunted house before, so I thought it was worth a try. My first visit was a short one. Hello? My name is Genevieve Xavier, and I'm here to...
Get out!
Before I knew it, I was blown by a gust of wind backwards onto the front lawn. To be honest, I was more embarrassed than scared. I went home defeated, and initially thought that was that. But something about Whitehurst Manor just wouldn't leave me alone. I started asking around my colleagues about their experiences with Whitehurst Manor. Everyone had a similar experience to what I had. I had to stifle a laugh a couple of times when a more macho type, like Bill Russell, would grow pale just at the mention of the name. I began to wonder if I could come up with a solution. I thought of an old-time salesman who would stick their foot in the door so they couldn't get forced away too quickly. After poring over my floor plans and gathering up my rock climbing gear, I was ready. I went back to Whitehurst Manor, but instead of being hesitant, I marched right in and quickly used a couple of grappling hooks to secure myself to the 2 pillars in the front archway. At first, things went very similar to my last attempt.
Get out!
Good morning, sir! Is there anything I can do for you?
Wait, what was that you said?
After a couple of seconds of flying in the air, I was securely on the ground again. I was ready for my pitch. Good morning, Mr. Poltergeist. I was just wondering if there was anything you wanted.
Oh, wow, man. Nobody's ever asked me that before.
And how frustrating has that been for you? All these unwanted guests coming into your home.
I know, right? All these squares and their 3-piece suits wanting to turn my poltergeist pad into just another corner of suburbia.
Okay, Mr. Poltergeist. Well, now you have me. What can I do to help make your poltergeist pad better for you?
First off, Mr. Poltergeist is my father, man. You can call me Paul.
Hi, Paul. I'm Genevieve.
Hey, Genevieve. As for what I want, is there any way you could get a Persian rug for the vestibule?
I think I can make that work.
Groovy. That'll really tie the room together, man.
Once I got Paul his rug, he and all the other spirits in Whitehurst Manor were very friendly to me. They even allowed a married couple, both artists, to move in. From then on, I was the go-to realtor for haunted houses. I seemed to be the only one who understood they were more misunderstood than scary. One person's terror was another person's desired feature. The house with the crashing chandelier and the mysterious organ music wound up being a marvelous venue for Phantom of the Opera performances. Librarians and archivists loved the houses with secret passages and many ghosts, both for the storage and the historical research. The houses that had bathtubs that fill with blood proved to be hugely popular with the vampire community.
Amazing. You are quite the trailblazer.
But how about you, Zoe? How did you learn to be so at ease with haunted houses? I've tried to hire others, but they never lasted more than a month. They always quit as soon as they had to start going to the houses alone.
That's easy. I'm pretty sure my parents were some of your first clients. Whitehurst Manor was my first home. My parents were those artists you sold it to. I actually have a playlist on my phone that Paul the Poltergeist helped me make. Although my besties were the Whitehurst twins.
Hello, we are Belle and Nell. Will you play with us?
Ghost children get a bad rap, but if you could get past the way they talked, the Whitehurst twins were a lot of fun. I always had someone to play with who never had to go home and never got tired. They were spectacular for playing jump rope.
Cinderella, dressed in yellow, went upstairs to kiss her Bella. By mistake, she kissed a snake. How many doctors will it take? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Although some of the games they taught me were definitely a bit of a surprise to my friends on the playground at school.
Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41.
It was a great place to grow up. There's also a lot of camaraderie between those of us who live in haunted houses and love them. On summer vacations, we'd often visit other ones. The great Gothic homes in the deep south, the literal ghost towns in the southwest. That's why this job just made sense to me.
That's great to hear. I often wonder what happened to some of those houses I sold and the families that lived there.
Look, Jen, I'm having a great time, but we both know why we're here.
I suppose you're right. When did you first start noticing the changes?
It was at Mondegreen Mansion in Georgia. It was a house that was famous for having mysterious organ music playing that seemed to come out of nowhere. Except this time around, it was Muzak. At first, I thought it was just a fluke. We've both seen it. The houses have their quirks. Some of their haunting traits change over time. And there's also the houses with unusual traits. Like that one house in Malibu, it's always hot pink, no matter what color people have tried to paint over it. But then I started seeing more and more things that were just off. The closet full of skeletons was replaced by a curio cabinet full of Precious Moments figurines. The Victorian furniture started getting replaced by items that looked like they were from IKEA or Pottery Barn. When I knew you and I needed to talk was when I started seeing the same things in every haunted house I went to. No signs of ghosts, pastel-colored walls.
I've been seeing similar things. What should we do about it?
I think we should go to my parents' house. They're out of town, so we'll be able to poke around as much as we want. And I know every inch of that house. Hopefully we can get to the bottom of this.
Sounds like a plan.
Holy McMansion, Batman!
Oh, wow. This is so not right. I mean, everything is well lit and in light colors. Not a shadow in sight. This looks like some sort of catalog I get in the mail. Even the Persian rug is gone. And is that a Live, Laugh, Love pillow over there? Mr. Poltergeist! Paul?
Nell? Belle? Banshee McGillicuddy? Wow, this is bad. They usually come to greet me when I come to visit.
Maybe Martha Stewart is the one that came in here and scared them all away. And, do you feel that weird tension? There's definite Thanksgiving with your racist uncle vibes going on in here. Notice how all the family photos, people have an almost rictus grin, and they look like they're on the verge of a scream.
Yeah, I don't even recognize it. I think it's time to pull out the big guns. Sunshine daydream.
Walking in the tall trees. Oh man, Zoe. You know I can't resist the Grateful Dead. But I got a split, man. Things have gotten way too scary in the poltergeist pad.
Wait, can you give us any clues about what's going on? Maybe Jen and I can find a way to help you.
All you need to know is pulverize or exorcise. Good luck. And I'll see you on the flip side.
Pulverize or exorcise? That sounds like a really weird fitness program. Or the name of a TV show?
Wait, let me check my phone. No, it is the name of a TV show. Let's sit on this really uncomfortable looking love seat and watch a part of it.
Hi, I'm Flip Hauser. Haunted houses are all the rage these days. But what do you do with those pesky supernatural roommates? Each episode, we help homeowners to get a ghost of a chance of having the home of their dreams. We'll see if the homeowners choose to exorcise or if we'll pulverize the place and rebuild from scratch. Last week, our homeowners decided an exorcism was the best choice for their new home. So we're starting out today with one of our favorite vendors at the Exorcist Emporium. Hi, Margie. Great to see you again.
Oh, howdy there, stranger. Long time no see. What can I do you for?
Well, Margie, we're going to need an old priest and a young priest.
You betcha. That's enough of that. With that show on all over the country, no wonder the haunted houses are starting to panic.
Let's explore a little more. I think I hear a baby in the next room. That should be the parlor.
Is there usually a rocking chair in here?
Yeah, but who is that sitting in it? I know every last ghoul and ghost in this house, and this one is new. Let's take a closer look.
It looks like the Grim Reaper, but in a floral chiffon?
Whatever it is, it seems to be holding a baby.
Careful.
Oh, it's fine. I know what I'm doing. I just need to get a closer look and pull the blanket away, and it's a baby skeleton. Oh, hell no.
If I manage to sleep tonight, it will be with every single light in the house on.
I might have my very first nightmare.
Although, maybe...
You have an idea? Now?
Well, that TV show is what's scaring all of the haunted houses. But if they all look exactly alike...
That would make a really boring show.
I think I need to get in touch with Mr. Flip Hauser.
Welcome to another episode of High Spirited Living. I'm interior designer Flip Hauser.
And I'm haunted house realtor Genevieve Xavier. In this series, we demonstrate how to make a home that is not just haunted, but harmonious.
Today, we're going to talk about how that closet full of skeletons can mean hours of entertainment for your favorite pooch.
Then we're going to show you how to host a ghost ball that can also include the living. Don't get spirited away. We'll be right back.
And cut.
Nice work. This will be our best show yet.
Thanks, Flip. I think they're ready for us in the ballroom.
That's odd. Did somebody bring a baby in here?
What was that?
Never mind. It's probably nothing.
You've been listening to Precious Hauntings by Hilarie Mukavitz, featuring Patience Weinberger as Genevieve Xavier and Margie, Cassidy Mertzig as Zoe Chanticleer, the Whitehurst twins and director, and the ever-versatile Michael Rushline as Paul the Poltergeist and Flip Hauser. Music included our theme song Ghost Dance, Fairy Tale Waltz, Local Forecast Elevator, Magic Escape Room, and Super Friendly by Kevin MacLeod, Incompetech.com under a Creative Commons license. Check out our show notes for a complete listing of credits for all our sound effects. Special thanks to our chief aerial unicyclist and advisor, Dan Berkey, consigliere Carrie Fitch, pal and confidant Jax Clace, and Banshee vocal coach Benjamin Gartman. If you'd like to hear more of Michael and I and enjoy an irreverent twist on American history, check out Game Changers, Caretakers, and Dunderheads, the stories of the American presidents, which can be found on Amazon or Audible.com. Wavemakers audio plays are recorded and edited by me, Hilarie Mukavitz, in the Wavemakers studios here in the Malibu of the Midwest, Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Be sure to join us next month on November 11th as we explore the secret life of zoo animals, including a squirrel and a raccoon who are rivals in a life of crime in We're Going to the Zoo. Thanks for listening. Until next time, keep making waves.